Last week, I talked about an article from The Insider that was talking about men dropping out of the workforce. And men came into my comment section and they wanted to talk about feminism. They wanted to talk about single mothers. They wanted to talk about anything outside of the crisis of men dropping out of the workforce. And men came in, well, women are leaving too. And I'm like, well, women are not being talked about as far as dropping out of the workforce. Anyways, this man says, you literally stated there's no crisis of women leaving the workforce when they're actually leaving at record numbers mentioned on Forbes. Cool. Thank you, this person, for mentioning that. I do what I do. I go to Google and I look up the Forbes article. So this is the Forbes article, and this was put out in May. Now, look at this woman smiling. This does not say to me that this is going to be an article about a crisis. So this title from Forbes says, Why Women Leaders Are Leaving Their Jobs at Record Rates. Let's get into this article. And I will note that this is about women leaders, and this is not about the general population of women. But according to the latest Women in Workplace study sponsored by Leanin.org, women leaders are leaving corporate America at the highest rate in years. In fact, the gap between women and men leaving is the largest it's ever been. It's called by some the Great Breakup. All right, let's skip towards the bottom that's circled in yellow. It's important to note that these ambitious women aren't leaving the workforce. Instead, they are walking away from companies in search of better opportunities because they are reevaluating their values and priorities, and some are even switching industries or becoming entrepreneurs. Now, keep in mind, this is what this man, he is the one that brought it to my attention, and this is not a negative. This is not a crisis, dude. So let's talk about why women are leaving. Unequal pay. Pew Research Center analysis confirmed that women earn approximately 82% of what men did. Now, keep in mind that this is also, the gap is finally getting shorter and shorter and shorter towards the bottom. Not surprisingly, many of these women are deciding to start their own business because while entrepreneurship has its risk, it also has the potential to reap greater rewards over time. Yes, and women bring other women along. This next two definitely has happened. Stress and burnout and harassment and microaggressions. This happens. Our society is built on misogyny and racism. It happens. And so women are feeling it in the workplace. And instead of sticking and staying, women are looking for their own opportunities. You guys can read this page for yourself. Women want to work. Women also need flexibility because we're typically the caregivers. So this is another plus as far as I'm concerned. But you guys can go ahead, read this a little bit more, and jump in the comments for me.